You know, when there's a terrible storm going on, the last thing you want to lose is the safety and the availability of light. Well, now you don't have to worry about that anymore. We have something so different, so unique for you now. Think of a candle, but think about taking a candle entirely to the next level. It is a solar-powered window candle, and the inventor of this unique product is with us right now, Ed Heffner. Ed, come on in. How are you? Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
This solar-powered window candle. We all know what candles are, right?
Right.
But this is so different. It really does take it to the next level. First of all, we have it right in front of us. Explain what it is.
It actually is. It's a little bit more than a solar window candle because it's totally modular.
Right.
And when I first started building these, I actually built them as a one complete unit. And I had problems with that because ladies were putting them in their window sills and the cats were knocking them down.
Oh.
And they were all falling apart.
Right.
So I decided to make them modular so when they do fall, everything just falls apart. But it's easy to put back together because the magnets that are on the base that actually make the connections are polarized.
Okay,
so
well, let's show everybody that, okay? Because I did refer to it as solar power, but it's working on a rechargeable battery right here, right?
That's correct.
So how does it become solar powered?
By adding this solar panel.
Ah, that makes sense. Just like that.
Just like that.
And that's the magnetizing that you were talking
about. And actually, the magnets are polarized, like I said again, and the positive pole is on the left, and the negative pole is on the right.
Right.
And if you try to make it opposite,
it won't work.
It won't work. It won't let you make the wrong connection.
So it's so simple, even I can do it.
That's right.
There you go. All right. Now, and on the back side, you also have, and I'm going to turn it around for everybody so you can see, you have the magnetizers on the back side. What could you do with something like that?
Okay, now you can add another module. It's actually an alarm clock.
Oh.
But it does more than an alarm clock. It's actually a calendar and alarm clock. So your mom, she could use it to make sure that those pies and cakes are timed out perfect.
Right.
Dad can use it in the morning to make sure he's never late for work because he'll never lose power.
That's right. That's right. Oh, and I love the design to it. It'll fit on the very narrow window sills without a problem, as you mentioned. Okay. And what are some other uses for it?
Okay, you can actually charge a cell phone or smartphone with it.
Okay.
Okay,
now how do you do that?
Now to do that, there's a little switch on top here that you just move back and forth.
Okay, I'm going to tilt it over so everybody can see. Where is that again, Ed?
So it's right here.
Okay.
And you move it to the out position.
Yes.
When you move it to the out position, the green light will come on to let you know that it's ready to charge your cell phone or smartphone.
Oh.
Now that's done through this USB port that's right here.
Oh, wait a minute. I want everybody to see that. It's behind. There it is right there. My goodness.
It might be a little bit hard to see.
No, that's all right. You've thought of everything on this.
But we actually have all the cables. The cables come free.
Right.
All the connectors, because you know you might use it on an iPhone.
Sure.
You might use it on an Android phone. Whatever phone you use it on, we have all the connectors, and they come along with the kit for free.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is great. Okay. And you can see the light. I mean, obviously lighting up.
Oh yes,
and it flickers.
So it
looks so real.
So here's the thing: it's perfect for every family member, from the tiny tot that needs a night light, to the teenager that has a smartphone that can charge up their smartphone, to mom who's doing kitchen work. She wants to make sure that pie or cake is baked perfectly so she can time it out.
Right.
And then again, back to dad.
Sure.
He wants to make sure he's not late for work.
The alarm clock, right. So you've covered all the bases.
I've tried to.
But I've got to turn this one around for everybody right over here because this really caught my eye, okay? Look at this, folks. I'm going to turn it around. Are you ready? You can also put signage on it. You can create your own little sign mechanism. And that magnetizes as well. Wow. So you can take that off, you can put it on another one if you want to. And how did you come up with that idea?
That was, I mean, actually most of these ideas, a lot of people write to me and say, hey, can you make it do that? Can you make it do this? And then sometimes just early in the morning, I'm like thinking about these things because they're modular. I can just keep expanding and expanding.
Right.
And I even had a guy say, hey, can you do remote, TV remotes with this? I said, well, I haven't thought about that yet, but yes, I can because it has two connectors. I just recently came up with this on the side. Everything used to be done from the top, as you can see on this. But now I have that side connector, so that gives me more expandability. So now I can do TV, universal TV remotes.
Wow.
I can do security because it's already sitting in your window. You might as well go ahead and add another module.
And maximize it.
And maximize it. Now you got a secure home, and it only started out with a solar window candle.
That's great. Also, you know, thinking it's a great commercial use too.
For restaurants.
Yeah, let me turn this one around for everybody. If you happen to own a restaurant out there, why not have this sitting on the table?
It could be the centerpiece.
Sure.
For a candlelight dinner.
Wow. Now, how long is the light going to last?
Well, if you've got it in a windowsill, you don't have to worry about it at all.
Right. Because of the solar power.
Because it's charging every day.
Right.
Now, if you disconnect it, and I had a lady do this one time, she actually was only using it for Christmas, and she put it in a box for a whole year.
A whole year?
Yeah. Well, you know, she brought it out and it didn't light, and she got, you know, because I sell on Amazon, she said, I don't like this. It didn't light. I put it in the window. I said, well, you've done discharge the batteries. If it's been sitting for a whole year, and I had a lot of other people say, hey, you know, because there's a lot of people that follow me on Amazon. They said, yeah, this, you know, that's crazy for somebody.
How's the light start?
Well, actually, it has a sensor on the front.
Oh, okay, right there. Gotcha. Because we're in a TV studio, obviously.
So it's just picking up the light, but it doesn't take very much to charge it. If you move that switch again, to in, you can actually see the red light, which means it's charging off of that light. So it doesn't, even on cloudy days, it'll charge.
Yeah, exactly. And no heat really coming from
No heat because it's an LED. I actually build LEDs, custom LEDs, and that's what kind of got me into this. And I used to rough houses, and we used to rough wire candles. Not these same candles, but electric candles. And they had glass bulbs, and they fall down.
And no glass here to
There's no glass. These are totally safe.
How about maintenance? Do I need to know anything with the maintenance?
Nope, there's no maintenance. Once you put it in the window, you're done.
That's it.
You're done.
I like it. You've covered it all. That's great. Any final thoughts on it that you want to let everybody know about?
Well, I would encourage any entrepreneur that's out there to just give it a shot and keep going for it, because the rewards are in the helping people, and what I try to do is help the planet at the same time.
Right, and you are definitely doing that. And as you mentioned, all of the accessories, such as, again?
The clock calendar. I've got a new one coming out for security to make sure the windows are secure. And then, you know, it's all the other modules here. And I'm actually always coming up with new ideas, and I actually encourage people to actually send me new ideas.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And you see the website address right now on the screen, so by all means go there, find out more about the candle, but also if you have an idea for Ed, let him know as well. Ed, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you for doing this as well, and get yours today.